personal employ, now's the time to use it. I mean, this is a pivotal game of their 4 contests this season, and this is when you want to pull out all the stops.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Burks, he's in at shooting guard. Davis is out there with Williams. Then there's Mason, and it's George in at the small forward. Here is Mason, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Burks with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Well, he was aggressive at both ends of the floor. He had 3 steals in that game, remember?
Yes, yeah. Now, here is Young after the miss from Burks. Graham kicks to Young. Stolen by Mason. Now here's Burks, defended by Young. Pass to Mason. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now Young inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
George passes to Burks. Back to George. George gets a screen from Burks. George dishes to Burks. 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Now here's Jordan. Burks with the steal. And here is Mason. Davis with a screen on Hayward. Mason. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers and getting some points in transition as a result. Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Now, here's Burks. Not a lot of room, and that one is stuffed right through. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love... the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Well, yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Here's Young, following the score by Houston. Tries again, and Griffin with the layup. Griffin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now, here's Burks, defended by Young. Mason for 3, and that one's good. Mason's got 7 points in the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Now Young inside. No good. Excellent D there from Williams. And here's the fast break. Here's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And here are the Clippers now, following the score by Houston. Pass to Burks. That's blocked, but they recover it. Here's George. The shot is good off the backboard.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Poked away. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Burks. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And Young kicks to Graham. Burks with the double team. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Good ball movement.
2 fouls already. He can't afford.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 1. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
So on the floor for Houston, Burks in a 2-guard. Williams is out there with Davis. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mason in at the 1 spot. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hi, guys. Smooth in their last game against the Thunder had a nice performance. He ended with 13 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now, here's Burks. Right now averaging 17 points a game. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And the offensive rebounding has been really impressive so far as well. So I really like this team's effort tonight.
Here's Graham. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others. Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Rockets trail by 3. Mason kicks to Burks. Right side, Davis. No luck. Nice D from Griffin. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following the loss to the Pelicans.
And, you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble.
So here's Burks. The Clippers getting the bucket. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
There's a great dunk and also a great game we've got here. Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now, here's Burks. He has 7. Good defensive work there by Young.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Burks. The Clippers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Burks with the double team. Hayward kicks to Griffin. The fader. Another one falls for the Clippers.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Burks' shot is good.
They are absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 8. The rebound by Mason. Mason's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks it to Burks. And Young comes over to help. And some nice passing there by Houston. And that one's good. George.
third three in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Knocks it loose. Burks with the steal. By himself.
Oh, how about that basketball, fan?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power. Dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Graham. Williams with the block. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Burks can't get it to go. Here's Graham. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Young kicks to Graham. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guy.
Cover somebody.
It didn't hit the target.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Rockets ahead, leading by Jeff.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. To this point, we've really helped ourselves out by keeping those hands up and active at all times. Some great steals. And we don't...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Yeah, he put on a highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
It was a fireworks display. He nearly tore the hoop down with a couple of those slams multiple times.
Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Hayward. And it's Young. And it's Graham in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Young kicks to Hayward. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. And stolen by Hayward. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Hayward's got his first 2 points of the night.
He broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Here's Mason. And Houston again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Clippers trail by 5. Graham, the pass to Griffin. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Griffin's got 10.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Burks dishes to Mason. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Burks with the double team. Burks with the steal. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Houston. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's Los Angeles in second place.
Checking out Los Angeles. They've really caught nobody by surprise this year. I mean, they've got a tremendous track record and the talent to stay on top for a while.
Yeah, and some people wondered if there'd be a drop-off this season just because of those high expectations, but there really hasn't been a drop-off at all.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Clippers trail by 5. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Burks with the double team. Graham kicks to Hayward. He feeds it to Graham. Puts up a 3. Hayward can't hit. Rockets leading by 5. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. George passes to Burks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger clock right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
That's good. Young's got 13.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game